Hey everyone, and welcome to the Hamilton Arts Awards. My name is Gavin Stevens, and I'll be the host and MC for this year's festivities. You might have seen me on CTV or the Comedy Network, possibly CBC, but I also host my own podcast called Uncolonized. Some of you might be thinking, Gavin, how come you're going into my ear holes and not in front of my eyeball places? That's because this year's award show is going to be a podcast. For those of you my age and a little bit older, a podcast is a radio play on the internet. Each episode, I'll be interviewing a winner, allowing you to get to know each and every one of these talented people. We had a lot of laughs, got to know the artists, and found out what each one of these talented people planned on doing with their award after the show. I had a great time hanging out with these people, and I hope you do as well. So without further ado, please enjoy the Hamilton Arts Awards podcast. Janet Rogers is a Mohawk Tuscarora writer from the Six Nations territory of the Grand River, where she operates the Ojitsto publishing label. Janet works in page poetry, spoken word performance poetry, video poetry, and recorded poetry with music. She is a radio broadcaster, documentary producer, and media and sound artist. Over the past 11 months, Janet has been the Mabel Pugh Taylor Artist in Residence, a joint effort with McMaster University and HPL. The Arts Awards are pleased to have commissioned a series of recordings from Janet that will appear in each episode of our podcast series.
Rhythms together. I heard a bell, a distant bell, giving me shivers in the middle of July. A spirit sound, pulling me from this realm into another. So far it sounds put me into a place of gold and knowing, open and full of chaos, chanting in time. They chime with the bell, 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 with the bell. Hypnotic. My head is hypnotic and heavy, nodding, leading my body to follow into other dimensions. I felt numb and wonderful. I smelt cotton candy from the carnival, low riders and bikers and big-breasted friendly women. With the sun shining strong, emanating vibrations, ringing just like the bell I heard that day. Prayers are songs are prayers, with every bong, bong to heal, hurting and help remembering. Bringing us together, a call uniting. Our energies flowing, slowly finding our rhythms together.
Now please welcome Ward 4 Councillor Sam Marilla on behalf of the City of Hamilton.
Good day, folks, and it's a pleasure to be part and participate in the Hamilton Arts Week. As many of you know, I'm scheduled to retire at the end of this term, and I've accomplished a lot during my tenure on City Council. But the Hamilton Arts Week is one of those initiatives that I brought forward successfully that I applaud, because I think we need to expand upon the Arts Week to ensure that people understand what art actually means. For years, I think many people have pigeonholed art as painting or sculptures or something that's not really tangible, conceptual perhaps. But I look at art as life, and as being a Sicilian, well, born to Sicilians in Hamilton, I was brought up with beautiful music, art, food, basically culture, which in my eyes is art. So art is actually living. Art is the art of love, the art of hate, the art of work, the art of respect, or the art primarily of knowing someone before judging. So what I like to emphasize today is that I applaud every artist in the city, but I also applaud every resident of the city, because as John Lennon said, everyone is an artist until they're told otherwise. And I'll leave it at that. Thanks very much, and congratulations to everyone involved. Thank you.
Hey, it's Gavin Stevens. The one question I've been asking all the award winners is, if you could have dinner with one artist throughout history, who would that artist be? For me, I'm going with the person who wrote Who Let the Dogs Out, right? So I can ask them what they were thinking and then proceed to show them the damage and pain they've caused. All that being said, I have a podcast called Uncolonize. Each week, my friend Daniel Grant and I talk about social issues, political issues, pop culture issues, and racism in Canada, and we make it funny. I know that's hard to understand, but if you listen to it, you'll get it. You can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can get Uncolonized. Midnight snack in my morning glory. Baby, without you, I'm in purgatory. A big newspaper without a story. Jordi Alfaro is a settler/immigrant from Barcelona. His creative practice consists of ceramic sculptures that express material presence in its elemental forms. Through attention to surface, form, and scale, the sculptures embody a timeless quality, inhabiting space in a quiet equilibrium in a way of rocks or architecture. Hey, Jordi, can I get you to state your name and what art form you work in?
Jordi Alfaro Rieda. I work in ceramics. The clay is my medium.
Okay. How did you know when you wanted to be an artist?
I finished the school, the high school, and I started doing ceramics. I was not thinking too much of what to do.
You just drifted into it naturally.
Naturally, have some connections. The family was doing machines for ceramics.
Okay.
And all my life, I saw the kilns and people talking about bricks and like industrial ceramics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you doing okay? Are you taking care of yourself during COVID?
Yeah, we are busy at home.
Yeah.
All the family at home from the beginning, almost every day. I mean, we are okay, I think. Actually, very good.
What do you miss most pre-COVID?
Well, everything slowed down.
Yeah.
I don't have a studio. Well, I have my little studio at home, but I need, for example, fire things upside and stuff like that. And everything was it's kind of stop. Was go very slow. Well, we don't see too many friends and nothing, but now everything is normal. Now it's like, I mean, I don't know.
It's been long enough that things have become normal for you?
I think almost, yeah.
Yeah. How has COVID affected your artwork?
Last year I started something new, but was not new, but something that was in my mind for the last 20 years. And with the COVID, I don't know, I start doing that thing. I was thinking, oh, I need to do that. I need to do that. Maybe one day we can start, and I don't know, start the cover and say, oh, maybe it's the moment to do that because you never do.
You caught up on things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the rest, it's the same.
Yeah. What is the Adobe? What is that?
Yeah, that's a kind of big piece. Adobe is to mix clay with straw and sand and to build like this. It's an old technique it was using for construction, the houses and most for housing.
Huh.
Yeah, but it's most like an experimental thing in the backyard. Yeah.
You won the Creators Award. What does this award mean to you?
I'm so happy for that.
That's
I'm
good.
really happy.
That's good. Do you have a place in your home where you could display the award?
Really, I know we're thinking about this. I think it's a medal. I don't know. Nobody have a medal. We see what they can do.
Yeah, it is a medal.
Yeah.
Well, you can wear it all the time too, right? Would you wear it? Would you wear it everywhere you went?
No, I know. I'm shy.
You don't want the attention.
But I like to think about it. I like to think about it. We see.
Okay. You're originally from Barcelona. Why did you choose to settle in Hamilton?
Well, I'm following Carmela for the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Where Carmela go, I'm going.
Oh.
She come here to teach.
That's my wife too. I followed her. So.
Oh, that's nice.
What does the Hamilton art scene mean to you?
A big community.
Mm-hmm.
Always I meet Well, I'm not like a big social person, but it's easy to meet new people. It's around the art world. Yeah, I like it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. How have you seen it changed in the last year?
Well, I don't go out so much. I mean, no, I don't see the changes que we are at home more. The superstore, I mean, to buy groceries, come back. That's it, right? Go for a walk every day. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
You're exploring ideas of labor and sustainable ways of making and using ceramic materials to build architectural forms. What does that mean?
Does it mean it's a long project to see?
Mm-hmm.
The project cannot have when we build the project. I mean, when it's time, what's possible to work, we see what we can do in the next step, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the idea is to build like a little house, something like that, to explore most the natural materials, to try to help a little bit environment, pollution, all that stuff, right? And we work with ceramics. We always depend from the kiln. What you're doing, you have a big kiln, you don't have kilns, it's electric, it's a gas, it's something, it's like a box, it have its own limitations, every kiln, depend where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Adobe, you go out the kiln, you don't need the kiln for nothing. You can go anywhere and you build your piece there. You can build a house, or you can make a sculpture, or you can make whatever you want. And it's you don't need fire, you don't need, it's just clay and to leave it to dry. And when they, when it's you done, disappear. You don't leave any plastic or any materials to be contaminating.
Huh.
It's what I tell you, it was the moment to start something. Well, to start something, it's, yeah, we have the times for that things can normal. You never have the times to clean the backyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the cover. We don't know what to do. Today it's longer.
Yeah.
We are busy. I get up early. I mean, we are busy all day.
I guess that's good. I mean, that's a good thing. You're busy doing something you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's very important.
Yeah. What you create sculptures as well as architecture. What's some of your goals when you're creating sculpture?
My goals.
Yeah.
No, I don't have goals.
Oh, was that a weird question? Like,
No. I think it's a good question, but I know to make plannings for things and this and I know. I'm not thinking too much. Actually, I like my work. I don't need to think when I go to work. It's, yeah, it's music into it. Yeah.
so even with your Adobe that you're working in the back, that's just intuitive?
Yeah. I went to pick up the clay and it was moment to start, and I find the wagon. This, okay, maybe that's the best to start this inside the wagon. And I take the wagon and I put the clay inside, and yeah, no, I never was thinking too much. I was thinking, well, we'll see what I can do with this now.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I thought there would be like some form of architecture or some sort of plan.
No, I was working with this folks. It's very simple, organic, round, and this can be a maquette for a building, like it's, yeah. I was checking something. It's an architect in Colombia, right? He make this. It's the big ceramic in the world, probably. It's a house.
Mm-hmm.
This house has 500 meters squares. It take like 20 years to build this house, but it's amazing. It's the biggest ceramic in the world.
Okay.
And he fired and was, and well, the point is that I was reading the other day, I was fascinated with this guy because he started this house with no any planning, absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You start building the house like I do. You take the clay, you start building. Oh, you got to make this. Have more clay, have less, I do more bigger than this. Or oh, you got to be taller, almost like this. But it's not really planning. And see, you're in the middle of the piece, you know, and like you finish whatever, you can change any moment, right? It's not, and to follow a program or something, you know, it's just to do it. Yeah.
But it sounds like based on your processes, like it's something that you love to do and need to do because you're not planning, you're just it's improvising, and isn't it? Like, is that wrong?
Improvising always, yeah. Yeah.
And it's being in the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I went to school to learn ceramics. I used in my studio. It's the same like the beginning. You know, I don't know what to do, and because I'm trying to do it. That's and you're learning. It's many years doing that. I was 1865. I mean, I don't know how many years. It's a few, and still learning. I mean, I'm very excited with me. Just new things with the Adobe now.
It's very interesting. What do you find is a defining characteristic for Hamilton?
I don't know. I like this art industrial. I grew up in a place that was famous, but turned in a very industrial area beside Barcelona. And I have that around here. It's industrial city, the water, the lake.
Yeah.
I feel like walk and I see deers and yeah.
I live off the rail trail and it's very relaxing. Yeah.
The trees, it's super nice trees. And yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. I think I've asked all my questions except one. Did I do a good job interviewing you?
Yeah, I think I don't have interviews usually. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This was great. And congratulations on the award. And that's episode 9, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a great time listening to my conversation with Jordi Alfaro. The music in today's episode was by Paulo Leon Riaz, Tara Lightfoot, Dylan Hudecki, and Aline Felice. Illustrations by Gord Puller, Robin Lightwalker, and Michael Byers. The City of Hamilton Arts Awards are presented during Arts Week, June 3rd to the 12th. To learn more about Arts Week or the Save the Arts campaign, visit hamiltonartscouncil.ca. Stay tuned for our next episode tomorrow at 7 p.m. Production by Cobalt Connects, Lilt Films, and me, Gavin Stevens.